Hi, I'm Shane with etrailer.Com. Today we're going to be taking a look at, I'm going to go over the features on the Roadmaster Falcon 2 tow bar. This tow bar is going to have a 6,000 pound weight capacity. It's going to be a hitch mounted tow bar, and it's going to give you that solid connection point between your RV and the base plate on your Jeep Grand Cherokee so you can safely flat tow it. It's going to be one of the 5 main components for the flat tow setup on the Jeep Grand Cherokee. The other 4 are going to be your base plate. It's going to attach directly to the chassis of the vehicle to give your tow bar a solid mounting location. Your safety cables, they're going to be a secondary safety device in case the tow bar fails. Your wiring is going to allow the Jeep to receive light functions from the RV while it's being flat towed, so not only are you safe, but other drivers are safe because they're going to know what you're doing, whether you're turning, you're braking, or you're driving at night. And then your braking system. Your braking system is going to be mandated by law for any vehicle that is being flat towed. It mounts inside the vehicle or inside the towed vehicle, and it's going to allow the Jeep to not only slow but stop itself, so you're not relying on the RV to stop and slow down both vehicles. One thing you want to make sure is when you hook your tow bar up to your vehicle and to your RV, you want to make sure it's as flat as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you some measurements of where our base plate sits on our Jeep Grand Cherokee. So if you have a different RV at home, may sit a little bit higher, you make sure you know what that measurement is. So our measurement here from the ground to the center of our pin is about 16 3/4. So what we're going to do is, with this base plate on this vehicle, it's 16 3/4. Now what we need to do is we're going to measure from the ground to the center of our receiver tube on our hitch on our RV. And we're at about 17 1/2. So we want to make sure that the number is within 3 inches. So the 16 3/4 and 17 1/2 is within 3 inches. If it's within 3 inches, then we're good. If it's over 3 inches, it's going to require a riser drop. The riser drop can be found here at etrailer.com. Now this tow bar is going to work great. It's going to have a nice black powder coat finished steel. It's going to hold up really well. Again, 6,000 pound weight capacity is going to work just fine for pulling your Jeep Grand Cherokee. In my professional opinion, I would not choose this tow bar. I think it's a little bit difficult to use with needing the extra bar to push these pins in when they're locked out. I would choose the Roadmaster Nighthawk All-Terrain for a couple reasons. One, your safety cables and your wiring come with it. Your wiring's pre-installed. Your safety cables are going to have a channel to run through, so your wiring and your safety cables are going to be held up. They're not going to be dangling down or loose like this. You're going to have LED lights in each arm so that people can see that you're pulling a vehicle at night, or they can see this center section at night. Also, with the Nighthawk All-Terrain, it's going to have a lever actually that you just push down and it unlocks that arm. You're not going to have to buy the extra lever to use with this to get it down. It's a nice lever, you just push it with your hand, it unlocks pretty easily. This is what our tow bar is going to look like when it is stored on the back of our RV. It's going to lock into place, makes it easy when we're not using it to stay stored. When we're ready to use it, we're going to have a plate here. You're going to pull this tab. You can see our plate is spring loaded. This large bolt actually locks inside this hole to hold our tow bar in place. And then we can pivot it either way, whichever way we want to store it. Each arm can fold out. It's going to have one single pivoting point right through the center. And then we're going to have a pivot point here for up and down, and it will allow it to twist. This is going to be good for maybe your Jeep is on a different level than your RV when you're pulling it. It's going to make it, or allow your tow bar to shift different directions to work with the vehicle and the RV together. Each arm is going to lock out into place. It's going to have a release button. When you get to your destination, you simply push the button and it releases the arm. That's going to allow you to disconnect your vehicle. Now I will say, with the Falcon 2 tow bar, with this arm locked out, when you get to your destination, it might be kind of hard to push this down with just your hands. So there is a unique lever that they make. It's going to look like this. It is sold separately, but you can find it here at etrailer.com. You slide it on the bar, and this gives you leverage for unlocking that arm so you can fold it back in. Now with the Falcon 2 tow bar, it will come with this quick disconnect bar. Keep in mind that it will require different mounting brackets for your base plate. Those are sold separately, but they can be found here at etrailer.com. With this, the quick disconnect bar, these plates here, these will mount onto the brackets, and then this bar actually just slides on and off of those brackets. Those brackets will stay on. This bar will slide right down on, and then you lock your tow bar right to it. With your tow bar locked onto here with the pins, you can actually leave this bar on the tow bar and just slide the whole thing off. Again, I'm Shane with etrailer.com. I hope this video has helped you, whether you're still deciding or installing the Roadmaster Falcon 2 tow bar on your 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee.